Hello everybody and welcome to North 100 Showdown, a Canadian Highlander throwdown. My name is Serge. Today we got a wheeler.
Throw down.
And on tech today we have...
Hello.
A Paul.
Wow.
What a delightful treat. Thank you very much, Paul, for helping us out. If you don't know anything about the format, if you want to see our deck list, we have a bunch of information in the description down below. And also, you can just say hi, talk about what a cutie wheeler is or something like that.
Hee.
And a reminder that everything we do is brought to you by you with your support of the Patreon over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. How you doing, buddy?
Tired. What
Yeah.
about you?
Pretty tired, but also pretty excited.
Okay.
I brought a new brew.
Oh.
After getting absolutely demolished in the last recording of Blue-White Tempo, I thought to myself, what if I brought Blue-Black Tempo?
Okay.
I don't know. I think this pardon me. I think this deck is much more exciting. It's basically mono blue with a very light black splash for some of our favorite cards in Magic the Gathering, like Orcish Bowmasters, Shieldred, and what's our friend? Oh yeah, the opposition. I'm sorry. Hello. Wait. Yeah, hand attack, cheap removal, and blue threats, and a little bit of a cheeky mana denial package.
Okay.
With the brand new Harbinger of the Waves, of the Moon? Harbinger of the Seas?
Seas.
Moon?
Tides.
Flood?
Seas or tide. Flood moon.
Flood Moon.
Flood moon.
Yeah, and I got back to basics.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Gross.
I took some of the oppressive disruption that's been seeing a lot of play lately, and I tried to sandwich it together, and I hope this is spicy.
What are your points?
I've got Mox, Dig Through Time, Mana Drain, Treasure Cruise, True Name Nemesis.
Wow. Widespread.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got?
I am the devil. I am the bad guy.
Okay.
As the heel of North 100, I have brought a Thassa's Oracle deck. I am playing an Esper Thoracle deck.
Okay.
Please continue watching. I swear to God. The way Thoracle decks operate in this format can vary quite a number of ways. This is not a tempo version. This is not even the all-in Doomsday version. This is more akin to a classic kind of combo control deck. I have disruption, counter spells, some cheap removal, hand attack, but I'm mostly using it to clear the way for my combo kill.
Sure.
But I still have a sweeper in my deck, right?
Ooh.
I have, Baleful Strix
Sure.
and Orcish Bowmasters and other cards to kind of clog the board. Good cards in these colors.
Yeah.
But I am trying to kill you with a Thassa's Oracle combo.
How much combo have we had on this show?
Not a lot, which is why I'm playing this.
Yeah.
This is effectively just we had the conversation with our kids' dentist, our kids being the viewers at home, and they're like, you gotta give them something other than sugar. So here's some vegetables. It's just steamed carrots and broccoli. It's not that bad. Thoracle is also a deck where there's a lot of conversation going on about the points in it. Thassa's Oracle as a card might very well be overpointed. So
Interesting.
It's something where it's typically don't play this deck, so I want to give it a roll.
I think combo is a very important and healthy part of a metagame.
Yes.
And I think as such, we need to showcase it here as well.
Yeah, if there was no combo, everybody would have the opinion that I have of Minsk and Boo Timeless Heroes. We would all...
Sure.
Not a healthy place. My points are Thassa's Oracle, Gifts Ungiven, Intuition, and Tainted Pact. Gifts Ungiven was decreased, I say recently, but in the past year. So I get a bunch of goodies.
Interesting.
A bunch of cards I don't want to cast into Opposition Agent.
Oh, I should have mulled Opposition Agent. Oh no.
Well, don't worry. I think you're on the play anyway.
Yeah. All right, stats enjoyers. I won the die roll.
Wow.
All right, good luck.
Good luck.
Let's start it off with some good, clean magic.
Okay.
Gitaxian Probe for free.
Oh boy. So my hand has Duress, a Demonic Consultation, a Consider, a Lose Focus, a Sensei's Divining Top, a Dark Slick Shores, and a Prismatic Vista. Well, you don't get all the cards.
What do you mean? What? But I'm a blue-black deck. Lose focus is a counterspell. All right. Remind me what Demonic Consultation does. This is name a card. This is part of the Thoracle combo,
That's
right?
part of the kill. Yeah. For the sake of chat, while I also describe this, I get Thassa's Oracle into play.
Yeah.
Triggered ability on the stack, I cast either Tainted Pact or Demonic Consultation to exile my entire library so that when the Thassa's Oracle trigger resolves, I win the game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bad for Serge.
And I do not imagine I'm going to be casting this for free, because in 100-card Singleton, if I exile the card I name in the top 6, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to 15.
Holy smokes.
And I'm going to get a Underground Sea and cast Thought Seize.
Yeah. What do you want?
Yeah, that's the real question, isn't it? I think... Oh God, your hand doesn't do anything yet.
What do you mean?
So I'm leaning towards Sensei's Divining Top.
Uh-huh.
But I'm also curious if I'm just supposed to take the Demonic Consultation to take one of your combo pieces away right now.
Well,
that's the dilemma that I'm suffering from right now.
This card does kill you.
Yeah.
This card is very good if the game goes longer than 4 turns.
Yeah. I think I'm going to take the Demonic Consultation.
Okay.
I think I just want to get that out.
Yeah, this could just be a case of don't overthink it.
Yeah.
You know?
Just take the more threatening thing. I mean, that's a great question. What would you have taken there?
Ooh, engagement farming on
Yeah.
turn 1.
Yeah.
All
I'm also at
right.
15.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
I mean, against combo, the life total doesn't really matter, right?
Well, you'd think.
Kills me with Baleful Strix. Oh, this should be tapped.
I'm going to play Darkslick Shores, and then I'm going to cast Sensei's Divining
I
Top.
have a response.
Oh, Jesus. Am I getting...
I'm going to daze you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Wow.
You know what? Creeping Tar Pit.
Okay.
Go. There's my win con.
I am going to cast a Consider.
Yes.
I'm going to bin an Impulse and draw a card. Ooh. This goes here. Going to play a Flooded Strand, and I'm going to crack.
I'm on the board.
I go to 19. I'm going to find myself a copy of Scrubland, and I'm going to Duress you.
Mental Misstep. That's 13.
Okay.
Look at this graveyard. Contaction Probe, Thought Seize, Daze, Mental Misstep.
I mean, it does bring me back to that very short period of time where Mental Misstep was legal in Legacy with Git Probe. But yeah, go ahead.
Underground Sea and go.
Okay.
Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I'll say. Okay, well, my first 3 cards, I guess there was a Consider, but, you know, other than that, haven't really done anything.
I mean, neither have I.
That's
right. Like,
I'm going to play a Prismatic Vista.
yeah.
I'm going to pass.
Swamp and go.
I'm going to fetch.
Resolves.
Okay. I'm going to grab a basic island. It's always kind of a weird dance with how do I want to play around your like non-basic hate without
Sure.
screwing myself.
Yeah,
over.
right. You're a 3-color deck. I mean, my non-basic hate's a little awkward right now for me.
Right.
So
I'm a 3-color Tainted Pact deck, so I do have basics.
Sure.
But I can only have 2, the maximum of 2 of each of them.
yeah, so you have upwards of 6 basics in your deck.
Correct. Okay, draw. I'm going to cast a Collector Brutality and look at your hand to take an instant or sorcery.
I'd like to remand that.
I'd like to spell pierce your remand.
Oh, that's a new card you didn't have before.
Nope.
All right. Remand is countered. I have a Subtlety, a Malcolm, and a Mana Leak.
Ooh, I'll take that Mana Leak,
Yes.
please and thank you. Then I'm going to play a Sink into Stupor, but as a land.
Sink into Stupor is the blue-black one. Which one is that?
It's just the mono blue, Modern Horizons land.
Oh, sure.
Sophoric something? Yes. Go ahead. It's a blue card. It's a land. It's a bird. It's a plane.
God, Harbinger of the Seas would be so good right now. That's not what I drew. What's the best thing to play while you're tapped out? It's definitely a threat. So I don't know if I want to resolve Malcolm and start getting card selection, or if I want to play Subtlety and have a slightly quicker clock against you. I'm going to go with Malcolm. Malcolm, Alluring Scoundrel, 2-mana 2/1 Flash Flying.
Yep.
And they're like, but it has Flash. Why'd you cast it now? Because he's tapped out.
I'm
and I
tapped
know he has a counterspell in hand.
Yep.
Go to you.
Yep.
And I'm not playing, I'm not going to get him. He knows he has perfect information because I played the land.
I think I'm fine doing this. I'm going to play Teferi, Time Raveler.
Sure.
I would like to bounce your Malcolm and draw a card.
Awkward.
I know what's in your hand, but
Yes,
I
you
also
do.
know this isn't doing too much, so I'm going to Gitaxian Probe
Yep,
you.
still Subtlety and Malcolm.
Draw. I'll play a basic Plains,
Yep.
and I will pass.
I'm going to
Yep.
animate Creeping Tar Pit and kill your Planeswalker.
That's fine by me.
He time walked me.
Yeah.
Go to you.
I'm going to play a Watery Grave tapped, and I'm going to pass.
Deathrite, Shaman.
Yep.
Pass.
That's a pretty good magic card.
Cards in hand?
3. Go to cast Merchant Scroll.
Yeah.
I'm going to find a card, a blue instant or sorcery, and put it into my hand. Well, I don't have to find a blue one, but oh no, with this one I do. Excuse me. I was going to say I don't have to find a blue one, but don't worry, I'm going to be finding a blue one here. But in this case, I'm actually going to just find... I mean, finding that is a little tough because of this death rate. But maybe that is still the way to go.
Sorry, just a quick note. Merchant Scroll is instant only.
Yes, yeah, it's a blue instant. I got distracted because I looked at Mystical Tutor. And, wait, hold on. Why am I on Mystical Tutor? Oh, my deck's illegal.
Oh no! We win! Yeah!
Okay, hold on. Let me
Yeah.
cut this Mystical Tutor.
Replace it with a basic land.
I'm going to replace it with a Snow Plains.
Sure. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Is that the one you didn't have?
It's the one I didn't have.
Wow.
This is worrying. I forget whose list this is, but by the time this is aired, I will have told you that your Thoracle list is illegal. Glad I caught that. Unless I'm not on Intuition, but I'm pretty sure I'm on Intuition.
I mean, check for intuition, right? Maybe your list is legal, but you just thought you had the cards wrong.
No, I remember taking out an Intuition.
The Moxfield site does not have intuition.
It doesn't have Intuition. We're legal.
All right.
Woo!
All right. Back it up.
All right. Well, this makes this Merchant Scroll a little more awkward, maybe. I'm going to get Gifts Ungiven.
Ah, the classic tutor for a tutor.
Well, this is a little more than a tutor, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I have an idea. I'm happy to have the death right now.
I'm happy my deck's not illegal.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes, thank you.
You're good.
Okay. So
So it goes into hand or on top?
It goes into hand.
Okay.
I'm going to play a Hallowed Fountain tapped, and then I'm going to pass.
So your hand is Gifts Ungiven and that counterspell.
And lose focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And lose focus is 2 mana spell pierce, but it's any target?
One in a blue, counter target spell unless its controller plays 2, but it has replicate for a blue.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
You know what? End step. Malcolm.
I think I lose focus this
All right.
and replicate. Yeah, I just don't want any additional pressure.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Dress.
Yeah, I wasn't. If I let the Malcolm resolve, yeah, you hit that. Top deck the duress.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What is the... You know what? I'm just going to eat your demonic consultation right now.
Okay.
Pass. I thought of like, do I use this to eat a land, activate Creeping Tar Pit, and get in for 3, or do I just proactively take 2? There's weird things where if he has instant speed, if he's playing Noxious Revival, for example, and I try and eat it by waiting as long as possible, I don't know.
I'm going to cling to dust your duress here to draw a card.
Yep. There's a fun one. What is the timing on that? You can escape it in response to me trying to eat it?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And I can't eat it in response to you escaping it?
Correct.
Does it go on a stack or is it an activated ability?
It's a cast. I cast the card.
You do cast the card.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Go ahead.
You have 1 card in
I
hand.
got 1 card in hand.
I attack.
Okay.
No. Who's got a ninja?
Oh, Jesus.
So, yeah, it's an unblocked creature. I'm going to ninjutsu in a fallen shinobi.
Okay. I take...
5.
I got a 9.
And then I get to exile the top 2 cards of target player's library. Until end of turn, I may cast them without paying its mana cost.
I have a Spell Snare and an Arid Mesa.
Oh, I can play.
Yeah, you can play a land.
So I'm going to play the Arid Mesa.
Just to do anything for you. Don't think you got a cheeky Tundra for some reason.
You know what? I don't even know if I want this. I'm just gonna leave it there because it's gonna stay in exile, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because I thought for a second, no, it doesn't do anything.
No, not
If
really.
I had the Harbinger, it would.
Yeah.
Say go.
End of turn, I'm going to cling to dust. So I have to exile 5 cards.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to exile your mental misstep. Oh, that doesn't get that exiled. Or no, this one does. This doesn't. I draw a card. Untap. Draw. What do you got in your graveyard?
So I've got Gitaxian Probe, Thoughtseize, Daze, Remand, Manalik, Malcolm, and a land.
And a land. Okay. I'm going to play another land. Cards in hand?
I have 3.
Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah.
I'm going to target Gifts Ungiven.
Ooh.
I'm going to cast Gifts Ungiven.
Yeah.
Like this. Like this. Like this. Gifts Ungiven.
Sure. Exiled, but whatever.
Exiled, yes. Flashback. That's how this game works. Okay. Now we're in an interesting position. Think I'm getting that. Think I'm getting that. Think I'm getting that. Gotta tell you, it is a little awkward to have the consult exiled. In hindsight. This is one hell of a pile. Just dropping it. Path, Swords, Tainted Pact, Thassa's Oracle.
So Tainted Pact also combo kills with
Yes.
Thoracle.
Yep.
You've already cast your Snapcaster Mage. You have one card in hand I don't know about.
Haha.
So I don't know what is safer. I don't know if it's safer to give you the Thoracle. As far as I know, Demonic Consultation and Tainted Pact are the two main ways to get it. But what's easier for you to get back from your graveyard, an instant or sorcery or a creature? You're not in green, you don't have regrowth, so those are harder things to do. So the answer here is, this is another great thing where I wonder what people take for the split. I'm probably giving you Path, because as you'll notice, I'm starved on land.
Yeah.
So that's one of those. I think I'm fine if you turn my Fallen Shinobi into a land. And then the question is, I don't think I give you 2 removal spells though, because I'm pretty creature light, and that just delays stuff while you beat me with that.
Sure.
So the next question is it safer to give you the Tainted Pact or the Thoracle? And I think I give you the Thoracle.
Okay.
Because this can also find you, it's a tutor, right?
Yeah.
And it's a little bit risky, but with that not in your hand, I mean, you could Otawara, bounce, Snapcaster, Tainted Pact, but again, that it is what it is. You have those in your hand.
Okay. I am then going to pass. In your upkeep, I'm going to Path Exile the Fallen Shinobi.
Thoracle and 1 unknown.
Yep. Oh, I just thought of a line.
Draw for the turn.
Yep.
Land.
Yep.
Creeping Tarpit.
Oh, I go to 6.
Yep. Sorry, not pass.
Oh,
Deathrite Shaman.
man's got spells. Yep.
Pass.
I'm going to pass.
Animate Creeping Tarpit. Attack you for 3.
I go to 3.
Pass.
I'm going to tap 4 and cast Cling to Dust. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Target.
I'm gonna target your Mana Leak.
Response.
Yeah,
I'm going to try and eat Mana Leak with Deathrite Shaman while that's on the stack.
that's fine. I got a 1.
Pass.
Also end of turn.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do it now. Oh, okay, never mind. Hold up. Nothing else end of turn.
All right.
Untap. Draw. Okay. Oh, that's a reason to play that. Okay. I'm gonna cast Serum Visions.
Yep.
Draw. Scry 2. Bottom. No, I'm dead.
Whew.
I think I had a different line where I shouldn't actually... It like can go so wrong so quickly, but I have a reanimate in hand, and I can like...
That's why... See, I was wondering about giving you the Thoracle or the other thing. The reanimate, that's so cheeky.
Like, it's so cool to be like, I let you attack, and then I block, and then I can reanimate the Snapcaster to Thoracle, but that loses to subtlety.
Yeah.
And it loses to, like, a variety of other cards, and just lets you keep the Fallen Shinobi in play, which is also pretty bad. So, I decided to go for the line of, like, I'll probably be fine.
Did you like attacking with Deathrite to get out the Fallen Shinobi? It was really cute, but I think keeping the Deathrite out to shut down Snapcaster, that Snapcaster line is impossible if I just hold it back and I'm like slow and more defensive with it, right?
I didn't think you had a blue card. Like, I went for the Snapcaster there expecting to get subtletied.
Yep. Well, you had so much mana.
Yes.
So I don't know. I didn't love that.
I think going shields down there may kill you
Sure.
if you don't have subtlety to cast.
Well, I'm looking at your cards in hand as well. Because you haven't had a draw spell in a while. You haven't had a hand sculpt or a tutor.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit calculated, but you're right. It was probably too greedy.
I mean, they're like, you do have to kill me.
Yeah.
And Fallen Shinobi's pretty good at killing people. So is Deathrite Shaman. That's my thing. Deathrite Shaman also kills me and lets you develop Malcolm, potentially. And lets you just like prevent me from doing some of my groovier Gifts Ungiven combos. All right, I'll go first.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'll keep.
Yeah, I'll keep. Good luck.
Good luck. Meticulous Archive.
Ooh.
I'm going to bin a Shipwreck Reef. Go ahead.
Which one is Shipwreck Reef?
The slow land, I
Okay.
guess. I don't know. It's a land.
I'm going to start at 16. Watergrave untapped into Thought Seas.
Yeah, not bad. I have 2 more Surveil lands. Preordain, a Mystical Tutor, a Pact of Negation, and a Reprieve.
Why are these choices always so hard? It's probably the Mystical Tutor.
I'd say it's the pointed card.
Yeah, it's the Mystical Tutor, and I just have to play around a Pact of Negation and a
Yeah.
Reprieve. Yeah, Mystical Tutor, please. Go. Pact of Negation is the one that you lose if you don't. It's the combo kill card.
Yeah.
Okay. Reprieve is Reprieve.
Preordain.
Yep.
I think I like both of these. I'll go top, and I'll draw. Do I like this one? This effectively covers it. No, I like top, bottom.
Okay.
I also want to extend as much value out of these surveillance.
Sure.
So I'll play surveillance. Ooh. I'm gonna mill this Jace Wielder of Mysteries. Go ahead.
Oh, there's the other Thoracle kill. All right. Shields are down. I'm going to cast a Fairy Mastermind
Sure.
and say go.
I'm dead.
You keep making me play my flash cards at sorcery speed.
Yeah, it's great.
I mean, I think it's, I don't know, I think it's correct, but it is weird.
I'm gonna play a Shadowy Backstreet. I'm going to keep that on top. Gonna keep that on top, and then I'll pass.
Attack.
18.
Go. Draw step.
Oh, I drew 2
Oh,
cards.
all right.
Draw
Well,
this, and then I'm
we
gonna...
know a
Yeah,
couple
the
bottom
bottom.
cards. Yeah.
I'm in draw step.
Yeah. I'm going to try and cast a Vendilion Clique. Because you kept the card on top.
Nope,
That was the bottom one. I was going to be like, wait a second. What are you doing?
I'm verifying. I'm
What are you
verifying.
doing?
I'm verifying.
All right. Orm's Chant is on the bottom.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah. I'm verifying. It's early.
All right. So he kept a card on top. I know he has Reprieve. I want to get it out, but maybe it taxes his mana a little on this turn. Also, if he does Reprieve, I get to draw a card off the Fairy Mastermind, so it's not terrible. I mean, either way, if he doesn't, I get to draw a card off the Vendilion Clique. So
Yeah,
that's my thought process.
That's my problem with this.
And I love it if he packs.
I think I let it happen. I have a Reprieve, a Dam, a Tundra, a Pact Negation, Step Through, and a Dimir Infiltrator.
All right. We have a Tutor. Return 2 target creatures to their owner's hands. That's so spicy, dude. Step Through?
Well, the second part's the important part.
Oh, Wizard Cycling.
Yes.
Oh, we have a second Tutor. So this finds Tainted Pact and a bunch of value. Snapcaster Mage. This finds a Wizard. Dam is annoying. Destroy target creature can't be regenerated. What does my hand do?
Uh-huh.
We're gonna get the Step Through.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get the Step Through. Get out of here.
So I'm going to draw a card.
Yep, I have a triggered ability. I'm going to draw a card.
Yep. I'm going to play a Tundra.
Yep.
I'm going to try to overload Dam.
I am going to try and Force of Negation that, exiling a Thieving Skydiver.
Go ahead.
I'd like to go to attacks.
Yeah.
I have an effect before combat damage.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to Ninja in the Fallen Shinobi, returning the Vendilion Clique. So I'll hit you for 7. Trigger.
Baleful Strix and an Unearth.
I'd like to cast the Baleful Strix.
Sure.
Draw a trigger.
Yep.
Go.
Untap. Draw. I'm gonna cast Sleight of Hand. I'll concede.
Okay.
Yeah. Game 3.
Game 3.
This is not an easy matchup. It's pretty bad.
A lot of disruption on this side.
Yeah, the tempo decks that lose to red are really good against combo.
Rock, paper, scissors, right?
Yeah, there are like other tempo lists that tend to. Well, I say that specifically because there are other tempo lists that like can have more of a game against the red decks or like Minsk and Boo decks or whatever. You know, like Jeskai is a classic example. But if you just kind of say like, Murktide region's big enough to block Goblin Guide or whatever. Or like you're like, I'll just draw my Barrowgoyf 5-head or a Shadow Spear.
Yeah.
Then this kind of version is really good at preying on the combo lists and the like, even some of the Jeskai control lists.
Well, the only reason this is working, like I can't play the way I've been playing against an aggro deck, going to 15, going to 16, turn 1 over and over, like really proactively paying my life to disrupt what you're doing.
Right.
Like that is just a recipe for losing against any deck that, you know, is trying to turn creatures sideways.
Yeah, and I do have access to like obviously if I go turn 3 Thassa's Oracle Demonic Consultation. Like that's
just
kind of a
GG.
busted draw.
Yeah.
But I don't have the like Storm or Underworld Breach kills.
Sure.
Oh, well.
Sorry, isn't that 2 wins for Serge? Like you're playing a third.
Now,
for...
Paul, I know you're not rubbing salt in the wound here, but what we typically try to do is at least get 3 games in, especially if the first 2 games were an absolute stomp on my testicular area. And so, yeah, we're just jamming.
All right. Good to know. For stats purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for asking, Paul. I did win the series. Thanks.
Yes.
I got a 7.
Yeah, this hand's fine.
Good luck, buddy.
Good luck. I'm going to find
Ooh.
Underground Sea and Inquisition of Kozak.
All right, everything in my hand is a hit. I got Flooded Strand, Urza Saga, Swamp, and then my keep was Drown in the Loch, Fairy Mastermind, Tashana's Tidebinder, and an Urza's Bauble.
I am going to take...
I think this is actually a great hand. If you needed just a fair 7 of what this deck is looking to do, I think this is a great representation of it.
I think I'm taking the... Oh, I don't know. I think I'm taking the Drown in the Loch?
Sure.
Drown in the Loch. Go ahead.
All right, I haven't played an Urza's Bauble since Ice Age.
Sure.
I'm supposed to do it at your upkeep? Is that the joke with this bauble?
No. It's... Well, first you should draw your card for turn.
Well, yeah. Right.
It looks at a card at random from my hand, and the next player's upkeep, you draw a card.
I'm going to cast this at the next player's upkeep, so I should do it before it. So, yeah show me a random card, please, and thank you. This one.
Sure.
Do they get to know?
It's Thassa's Oracle.
What a thing to reveal. I hate it. Go to you,
Yeah.
and then upkeep, I draw a card.
Yeah. Draw.
What a card to reveal, the Thoracle.
It's not a bad one. That one's also not a bad one. I'll play a Drowned Catacomb, and I will pass.
I'd like to crack.
Yeah.
I had flashbacks of the Spiteful coming my way.
Oh,
I'm going to get the Surveil land.
sure.
I didn't do any mana denial, he says, somehow predicting it.
Yeah, you were too busy ripping my hand apart and playing flash threats.
Honestly, getting Fallen Shinobi both games was kind of an unexpected boon.
It's the free counterspell into the Fallen Shinobi, which is the... Oh,
So, Undercity Sewers.
yeah.
I have a Surveil trigger. So I'm revealing the one new card from the new set, the Silent Hall Creeper.
Okay.
And my choices are, do I want to play it just because it's new, or should I bin it? And I'm probably going to bin it, which is kind of sad, but I just wanted to talk about the fact I was thinking about keeping this on top just because it is new. Goodbye, little buddy. All right, untap. Draw for the turn. I don't think I can afford to go Urza Saga against you. I think that leads to a dead Surge, so I'm going to play a Polluted Delta and pass.
Mystical Tutor.
I'm going to respond
Yep.
by casting a Fairy Mastermind.
Okay.
18, it's going to resolve.
Okay.
Both players are shuffling.
Well,
Basic Island.
I'm going to find a Demonic Consultation.
Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Unless...
So this is kind of funny because this is exactly what I alluded to.
yeah,
It's
the
like-
turn 3 kill.
Yeah. I mean, unless... I mean, I will commit. I'm going to put this on top.
Yeah.
I'm going to untap, play Dark Slick Shores. And then the sequencing for this is a little particular. I'm going to cast Thassa's Oracle.
It's going to resolve.
Trigger on the stack. I'm going to cast him on a consultation.
What are you naming?
I'm going to name Hunted Wumpus.
Hunted Wumpus is your demonic consultation card.
Humpus Wumpus.
I mean, if we're talking about engagement bait, what's your demonic consultation card? I would have said Hedron Crab.
Hedron Crab's a good one.
Yeah.
Abandon Hope
Ooh,
is a good one. People, that's a classic.
Okay. So what happens if people have never seen this combo before?
So I have this Thassa's Oracle trigger, which this card basically says win the game. But you win the game because it ETBs and says, hey, what's your devotion to blue? You look at the top X cards, where X is your devotion to blue, and you can put one of those cards on top and the rest go on the bottom. But then if X is greater than or equal to the number of cards in my deck, I just win the game. So I play this out and I have this triggered ability. Then in response, I cast a Demonic Consultation, where I name a card and I exile the top 3 cards in my deck, and then I keep exiling cards after that. You basically just pitch the top 3 and then go, all right, where's that named card? But the card that I named, Hunted Wumpus, is not in my Esper Thoracle deck.
Sure.
Meaning that I will have no cards in my library.
So we do this.
Just...
Oh no. Oh no.
and then this has resolved, not finding me anything. Then Thassa's Oracle trigger resolves, meaning that I have no cards in my hand, which is less than what X will be or equal to. So I win the game. Even if Serge kills my Thassa's Oracle, because of the way this card was printed,
Yep.
for some goddamn reason, it doesn't matter. Because 0 and 0, that's the same. So I'm still going to win the game, even if Serge has like Snuff Out or some kind of kill spell.
Yeah, no, my draws after that were, I think it was Cryptic and a basic Swamp. So like playing this out is bad, I could bluff the counterspell, but there's a chance you end up having to draw a card somewhere and I can rip.
Oh, I'm just going for it every time.
Yeah.
I see that Tidebinder on the hand attack, and I know that I can't really do much.
My 7 was honestly like pretty great for dealing with this, right? Like these are 2 different ways to interact with the combo.
Right.
And you took the early one, and then you had to turn 3 kill before I could hold that up. So I'm not playing this. I'm holding this up most times and going for that end step. So
yeah, I was a bit of a luck set.
we got to see what it does.
Hooray! You want to do another one?
Yeah.
Another quickie?
Well, we'll see.
That doesn't happen often, but when you see it, you got to go for it.
Yeah.
Like there are ways that goes wrong, so many different ways, especially because you're now up 3 cards. Like
because you missed the
when I
computer.
last saw it. Yeah. But the Tidebinder puts me on a clock, and I did not draw. My draws after the Inquisition were the draw was a land, and so I was like, I need to go for it now because.
And that's also why your deck plays Force of Will, Force of Negation, Pact of Negation, is so that you can go all in on those combo turns because you don't care if you win, right?
Yeah, I got a lot of cheap interaction. I got silences.
Yep.
Worms Chant, silence.
Is that and removal and 3 fairy? That's the white splash, I'm guessing. Path, maybe a Get Lost.
Prismatic Ending.
Prismatic Ending, sure.
Yeah. And then I think that's it. There are some versions that are on white that also play Helping Hand. Another 1 mana, bring your Thassa's Oracle or Snapcaster back. But I'm mostly on it.
I just saw an extra card too.
I'm mostly on it for removal and making your mana base work.
I will be mulliganing.
Same.
I had a very classic tempo problem. 1 land, 3 cantrips.
Oh, that's a problem?
I am of the mindset, and maybe you can disagree, I am of the mindset that you shouldn't keep a hand that needs to draw into a good hand. That's what mulligans are for.
Yeah.
I only have Murktide Region for filling my graveyard. Maybe if I was more dedicated Delve than that, I don't know.
Well, you have Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time, too.
Oh, maybe I should have kept that hand.
Depends on the cantrips.
Yeah.
If we're talking like Ponder and Preordain.
No, it was Opt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's less defensible.
Yeah. No, Ponder, Preordain, C3 cards, C4 cards. Sorry, I will cut your deck.
That kind of hand is also just better if you have pressure. Like if you have another Goy for like a Darcy or Deathrite or Delver, whatever.
No, my other cantrip was Urza's Saga. No, not Urza's Saga, Bauble.
The Bauble? Oh, yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
So Serge dealt me the exact same hand I had last time.
Wheeler dealt me an extremely different hand.
I mean, I guess I'll keep.
I'm on the play. I'll keep. Good luck.
Yeah, I'll need it. Okay.
Blue to Delta.
Okay.
Go.
Undercity sewers.
Oh, what if that was me? 19. I'm going to search for an Undercity sewers.
I will be keeping the card on top.
Interesting. Would you like to cut?
Sure.
I will be keeping on top.
No.
Go.
Prismatic Vista.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Crack.
Yeah.
Preordain.
Yep. Now this is magic. Just 2 blue decks making land drops,
Oh.
cantrips.
It's beautiful. We'll bottom top. Go.
Did you draw a card off your preordain?
Yes. One of the cards from the preordain is in my hand.
Okay. Then
So-
why'd you say I'll go bottom top? Did you resolve your preordain like a Serum Visions?
Well, I scryed 2, and then I drew a card. So I looked
Okay,
at 2, I
okay.
put 1 on the bottom, and then the one that went on the top I just put into my hand.
Gotcha. Okay. The way you worded it,
Yeah.
thought that maybe you Serum Visions when you preordained. Don't
Sorry.
ever do that.
Sorry.
I'm going to fetch. I'm going to find a basic swamp. And then I'm going to cycle a step through.
Oh, you get to find a wizard.
A wizard. The wizard of choice is going to be a Thasaw's Oracle.
He's got it in hand.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I also need to find my swamp. I don't just have it in hand, do I? It's a problem with these decks. There's only one of any card in here. I mean, I guess that's
Like a
not-
singleton format.
Yeah, and I've always said it's
Oh, man.
I've always said it's the worst part
Yeah.
of this format. I don't want to get the snow-covered swamp. It's not from beta. There we go. Okay. So the Soracle's in my hand.
Yeah, it is.
You got to cut. Draw. Gonna play a Oh, that's why I should have done that. I'm gonna play Rafine's Tower tapped. Then I'm gonna pass.
End step. I'd like to flash in an Orcish Bowmaster.
I'm gonna respond.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just play a dress down.
Sure.
I draw a card.
Yeah.
Bowmasters is fine. You have a 1/1.
I have a 1/1.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for the turn. I'm going to try and resolve a back to basics.
Yep, that's fine.
I'd like to hit you for 1.
I go to 18.
Mishra's Bauble. I'm going to crack Mishra's Bauble.
Sure.
Go to you.
End step, this gets sacrificed.
Yeah.
Untap. Upkeep.
Yeah. I get to draw a card.
Yeah. Draw step. Basic planes. Go ahead.
Untap. Untap. Draw for the turn. That's tapped.
That's tapped.
I'm going to pay 2 life to have a water grave, enter play untapped.
Yeah.
Attack you for 1.
17.
Pass.
Draw. I'm going to play a Shipwreck Marsh untapped. I'm going to pass.
End step. I'd like to try and Vendilion Clique you.
Trigger on the stack. I'm going to try and path to exile your Vendilion Clique.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So Clique gets pathed.
Yeah, so I get to find a basic island.
Then I have Thassa's Oracle, Snapcaster Mage, Pact and Negation, Godless Shrine, and Gifts Ungiven.
Yeah, I knew about the gifts because that's what I saw off the Mishra's Bauble. I think I'm supposed to put Thoracle on the bottom
I think that's a reasonable
and then
thing.
make you spend gifts mana to get it again because I'm taxing your resources.
Yeah. Draw.
And then we have a Orcish Bowmaster trigger now.
Yes.
So we're going to hit you for 1, and I'm going to get an Orc army. Untap.
I might do something while you
Sorry.
attacked. Yeah, you drew me into a Fatal Push, so I'm going to Fatal Push this Bowmasters before... I just need to keep my life total high.
I can't remember. I think I tapped my Watery Grave as part of the mana to cast that Vendilion Clique, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I don't know why it would be tapped otherwise.
Well, I untapped it, but I don't know.
You played this untapped, you cast Vendilion Clique basic from the path. Yeah, you're good.
So
it's
this is
tapped.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Untap. Draw for the turn.
Yep.
Attacks. Nope, I got it again. I got the Fallen Shinobi again.
Okay.
So I'm going to crack this for a basic swamp. I'm going to return the army to my hand. We're going to crack you for 5.
Oh, my basic island! Animistic Sanctuary.
That's actually... I get my Preordain back if I want. I mean, I think I play both, and I sequence it such that the Mystic Sanctuary comes into play untapped.
Well, you can only play 1 land per turn.
What if I want to play both?
Well, I know you want to play both, but you would need an exploration or a fastball.
Oh.
I know.
In which case, I'm just going to take the basic.
Okay.
Because I don't think Preordain is that good for me. I... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. Pass. Black.
Snapcaster Mage.
Blue-black. Snapcaster Mage.
I'm going to try to flashback this Path to Exile. Then I'm going to play a Godless Shrine untapped and pass.
Would you like to cut?
Sure. I played around the Harbinger of Seas with this
Yeah.
Prismatic Vista, not the Back to Basics. Maybe I should have played around the B2B, but I think it would be bad either way.
You can play around both.
Okay, great. Okay.
Harbinger of the Seas is here.
Yeah.
A Deathrite Shaman is here.
Okay.
Pass to you.
All right, so my non-basics don't untap.
And our islands.
Also islands.
Yeah, so notably for people who are curious about the interaction, Harbinger does not make them basic islands. They are now non-basic islands.
I am going
It does, you know, you don't have to take life now.
Yeah, I'm going to pass the turn.
I'm going to cast a Treasure Cruise. Delvine. Sorry, you saw that, but I didn't. So.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Cruise. 1, 2, 3.
This is a matchup I'm starting to wondering why I put myself through.
I mean, spoilers, we talk about this.
Yeah, we talk about this
before
every
we
time.
do stuff. Yeah. I don't know if I played a land yet for the turn. I'm going to play a land. Brand new card. The Silent Hall Creeper is here. 2-mana 1/1 enchantment creature horror. Can't be blocked. Whenever it deals damage to a player, choose one that hasn't been chosen. It gets 2+1/+1 counters, or draw a card, or becomes a copy of another target creature that you control.
Okay.
I pass.
And you have an active Deathrite Shaman. This is one of these spots where I wish I had Terminus. I think I have to do this.
Yeah, there's the extra cost on Wheeler too of whenever you try and cast, it taxes the resources even further.
Mystical Tutor.
Mystical is fine. Because he doesn't have Terminus.
I'm going to grab Prismatic Ending.
Ooh.
It's kind of funny. If I had just drawn Tainted Pact, I could just cast Tainted Pact. I knew you're in a weird spot when you put Thassa's Oracle on the bottom of my deck.
Oh, that's
because
so
I could
funny.
just Tainted Pact
into it and then naturally cast it. That's
Yeah.
really funny.
or like Demonic Consultation.
sure,
on my,
sure.
Yeah,
I didn't even think of that line. That's so spicy.
just kind of funny.
Do you never put Thoracle on the bottom of a Thoracle player's deck for that reason then? Like, is that just something a more experienced player in this matchup would never do?
I wouldn't say never, but I think it's something that you should think
At
about.
least be aware of?
Yeah.
I saw Thoracle and Gifts in hand. And taking Gifts is weird because you have one of the combo pieces in there. So, like, I mean, obviously, there's always the conversation of what do I have in hand as well? What can I interact with? What can I not interact with, right?
If you're a mana denial deck with cheap counter spells, I think keeping me on the more expensive card is the way to go.
Sure.
I'm going to get a Prismatic Ending.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to untap and try to Prismatic Ending your Back to Basics.
I have a remand.
Okay, I'll concede.
Okay.
Wait, no, I won't. Well, I might. Am I going to Pact of Negation this?
Sorry?
Hold on.
Yep.
I have to see if I'm dead. Like, does this matter? 1, 2. Yeah, I'm going to Pact of Negation this.
Sick. The back to basics specifically. So I saw the top card when I drew off the remander. So I'm going to shuffle that. I haven't scryed anything yet. So yeah, Pact Negation resolves.
So this is exile.
This is now exiled.
Great. Go ahead.
Oh, you have so many islands now?
I'm so happy about all these islands.
Oh, I'm supposed to end step exile Mystical Tutor. Yeah, put you down to 7.
Yep.
All right, draw for the turn.
Yeah.
Black and 1. I'm going to long goodbye your Snapcaster.
Sure.
I'm going to attack you for 3.
Yeah, I got a 4.
Combat trigger, I'm going to draw a card.
Sure.
Pass. Actually, hold on. No. While you're tapped out, Snapcaster's gone. There is an odd chance that, like, your way to life here is you draw exactly the instant spell that removes an instant or sorcery in your graveyard.
Oh, Cling to Dust?
Yeah, Cling to Dust. So I think what I do is while you're tapped out, I look at your graveyard one more time. And yeah, let's get rid of the push. I'll put you down to 2. I don't know if that's going to make a huge difference.
Yeah, I don't know. I have this Pact of Negation trigger to pay. I don't have... There's no weird Angel's Grace line or something. I don't have access to that. I'm going to refuse to pay my pact.
Yeah. Go out on your own terms.
Yeah. This is a tough one, Serge.
Good. Oh, yeah, your island. That was a really interesting series.
Yes. Lot of disruption.
Yeah.
Lot of Fallen Shinobi.
A disproportionate amount of Fallen Shinobi. Like,
Yeah.
this is such a weird format because you can play dozens of games and never see a card. It'll
Yeah.
just never show up. and yet I saw Fallen Shinobi 3 times, Deathrite twice, Silent Harbinger. It's like when I brought the Recurring Nightmare deck. I played it on stream and I played it on Paper Fight. I never saw Recurring Nightmare in any of those games.
Well, I mean, for a blue deck, that's kind of the whole vibe, is to see the same cards over and over again. But ideally, they're the best ones,
Sure.
right? Yeah, the combination of the Mana Denial and the pressure and the Lava Axe that casts a spell is a little tough. There was a spot in one of those games where the first time you Fallen Shinobi'd me, and I was like, I had the Snapcaster Gifts Ungiven. I'm like, do I want to do this? If I do this before you Fallen Shinobi, then you could theoretically subtlety my Snapcaster and then hit me and get to cast my Snapcaster and do another hand attack spell.
Ooh.
But then you flipped a Spell Snare, and so I can't cast my Snapcaster anymore for the Gifts Ungiven in my yard. And I was like, oh. Wow, this card's annoying.
I'm still curious about that subtlety for Snapcaster. I really wanted to wait for Thoracle for the subtlety, which is the whole reason I held it that whole time.
Right.
Was like Snapcaster is fine. It's a little bit punishing. It's a little bit scary, but ultimately it's not what kills me.
Yeah.
If people are like, why didn't he do that? Because I had it, right? Yeah. But my hand was basically just subtlety draw spell. I was just holding on to any blue card at that point.
Right.
And I thought that was what was going to kill me, which is why I let it resolve.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Could probably wrong, but that's my rationale.
I mean, I think it's fine holding it on for the one card that kills you, like the namesake. That's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah. I think it's fine. Yeah.
Thank you for the games, friend.
Thank you for the games.
And thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time. This is a really neat matchup. I don't know about you, but when I play against combo, I shake a little. So I got the jazz hands right now. If you like the matchup, let us know down below. A lot of really interesting pivot points, a lot of interesting questions in this matchup. So what would you have done differently? God, there's so many lines in this one. My name is Serge. I've been joined by Wheeler. Huge shout out to Paul on Tech. A reminder that everything we do is brought to you by you with your support of Patreon over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Thank you, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.